Last year's iPad Pro range brought significant changes to the flagship iPad Duo, as well as an upgraded mini LED display on the 12.9-inch model. Apple introduced its desktop-class processor, the Apple M1, to the range, allowing the tablets to perform tasks usually exclusive to MacBooks and iMacs. Impressive though that was, Apple is hard at work on the next iPad Pro ranging behind closed doors. With the iPad Pro 2021 now around a year old, Apple is expected to release an update soon, though not as soon as some might hope. It's not quite as clear-cut as the Apple Watch or iPhone, which tend to launch in September every year, but there is a vague first half of the year schedule over the past few years. However, it looks like the trend is set to change in 2022 with no mention of the iPad Pro at Apple's March 2022 event. Instead, it focused on the iPad Air 5, iPhone SE 3 and new Mac Studio, with Apple's Pro range set to take center stage later in the year. Some might have hoped that WWDC 2022 would have been a candidate. It did announce the new MacBook Air and the M2 chip after all, but the Pro-level iPads were a no-show. Twitter leaker Dylan Katie suggested in a now deleted tweet that the iPad Pro is coming in the fall or autumn to those in the UK, and Bloomberg's Mark Gurman agreed months later in March 2022. Speaking in his Power On newsletter, Gurman suggests that the launch will take place between September and November this year, mirroring the 16 to 18-month gap that Apple tends to follow for its Pro releases, aside from the 2021 update that is. Interestingly, a report from Bloomberg in early August suggests that for the first time ever, the release of iPad OS 16 have been delayed from its usual September release to October. Bloomberg sources believe it's to coincide with the release of new iPad hardware, which is all but confirmed to be the new iPad Pro range, lending more weight to an October reveal. Following on from this, 9 to 5 Mac sources also confirmed an iPad-themed event taking place sometime in October, specially mentioning the reveal of 2 new models of iPad Pro and the new 10th generation iPad. With all that said, it seems we shouldn't expect the release of the new iPad Pro range until October. Apple wouldn't want to overshadow the release of the iPhone 14 after all, and it made no mention of the tablets at its Far Out event on September 7. With Tim Cook saying, "We are here to talk about 3 products that have become essential in our lives: iPhone, AirPods and Apple Watch." Much like the release date, there is no word on possible pricing for the iPad Pro 2022 range, so we will reflect on past base pricing to give us a rough idea. iPad Pro 12.9-inch 2022 was $999, Pro 11-inch 2020 was $799, 12.9-inch 2021 was $1,099 and 11-inch was $799. As you can see, Apple isn't afraid to tweak the pricing of the iPad Pro range from time to time, while the iPad Pro 11-inch 2021 is actually €20 cheaper in the UK than its predecessor. The iPad Pro 12.9-inch model saw a $100 increase this time around, likely due to the upgraded mini LED display. The good news is that tipster leaks Apple Pro believes that iPad Pro range will come in at a near identical price this year despite the potential upgrades on offer, with the 11-inch model starting at $799 and the 12.9-inch model coming in at a cool $1,099. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, feel free to share it with your friends and keep watching Review Arena to get your top-notch day-to-day commodities news.